Let's talk about when the money starts moving around. I am sure you've been planning accordingly and have all your ducks in a row when it comes to your down payment money or your earnest money, deposit money. I just want to reiterate what it's going to look like once you do get into contract. So, thus far, no money's been exchanged. You did not have to pay for your pre approval. You didn't have to pay for your credit report. At least with my company, you didn't, or with me. And you have not put any money towards a deposit. When all of the exchanging of money starts to happen is 3 days after you've got a fully executed contract. That's the legal terminology for yay! The seller has agreed to sell you their house, and you've agreed to buy the house, and you've agreed to the terms. So, 3 days after you get into contract, you're going to wire money to the title company, that third party entity that's the liaison between your bank and the seller's bank. And you're going to wire your earnest money deposit. Typically, it's 1% of the purchase price, unless otherwise negotiated. So that's the first little bit of money that you're going to spend once you get into contract. And just a friendly reminder that 1%, maybe it's $5,000, that goes towards your closing costs and or down payment. So that's not above and beyond. That is a part of what we told you your total out of pocket money would be. And then some banks require that the appraisal get paid for by you up front. And then some banks have it included in the closing costs at the end. At Amy DeBusk Home Loans, powered by American Pacific Mortgage. Sometimes we use banks that do require you to pay for the appraisal upfront, and sometimes we don't use banks that don't require that. So it just depends on what bank we decide to go through for your loan. And then you're also going to have to pay for your home inspection and your pest inspection out of pocket. And you'll pay those fees directly to the entity when it happens. So, a pest inspection is typically $99, and a home inspection is typically $350. So, if you have any questions about the money, how it gets doled out, or anything regarding your pre approval, you can just text me or call me at 916-705-2557, or you can send me an email at amy.debusk@apmortgage.com. I hope you are finding lots of houses that might be the one and that you're going to be getting into contract very soon.